2, 3, 4. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Yesterday came suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Swift Guitar Lessons. Today I'm going to teach you how to play one of the most covered songs in the history of music. With that said, this is still a song that everyone is always anxious to hear again and again. This is the Beatles' Yesterday. Let's get started. Okay, so we have a close look at the neck and also my right hand. I'm going to start off breaking down the intro for you. It's simply just an F major chord, barring everything here on the first fret. My third finger is going to the third fret of the A string, my pinky below that, third fret of the D string, my middle finger here on the G string, second fret. It's just going to sound like this. Okay, there, my right hand is plucking the E string, low E. And then my index and middle finger are popping the G string and the B string. Now if I can, I'm going to try to get a little bit of that D string in there in my upstroke. Just 4 times, and finally, yesterday, into the verse. Okay, now I'm going to break down the verse into different sections for you. The first section is going to sound like this. Okay, there's section number 1, F major chord again, just like in the intro. Then I'm playing a simplified E minor 7. It's normally played like this with 3 fingers, but all we need is the third finger here on the third fret of the B string, the D note. My thumb is still plucking the E string, low E, and my index and middle finger are still popping the G and the B string. Just 1 time there. Then my middle finger is going to go down to the second fret of the B string as my thumb goes down to the A string. I changed my root because this is a simplified A7 chord. So that was our F major chord, simplified E minor 7, simplified A7. My thumb goes down to the A string and popping the same strings here with the index and middle. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so... Alright, now part number 2 of the verse is going to sound like this. Okay, so that was just a D minor 7 chord. My thumb goes down to now the D string. So my thumb is finding the roots of each of these chords, and my index and middle finger have also gone down 1 string. D minor 7 is just a bar here on the first fret of the B and high E string, and my middle finger is here on the second fret of the G string. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now I'm going to take my third finger and go up to the C note, which is here on the third fret of the A string. So I have... Okay, and actually I want to keep these fingers the same when that C note comes, so it's going to sound like this actually. Alright, if I got a little bit of that G string in the upstroke, or even up to the D string, it's going to sound a little bit more robust. Then we go into a B flat major. Okay, moving on to part number 3, and all these sections are kind of falling into one another, so it's a little tough to see a break in anything. But starting from that B flat major chord, now it looks as though they're here to stay. All right, we're gonna get that far now. That was just that same B flat major chord from the end of part number 2. A C dominant 7. My third finger basically just playing a C major chord, but my pinky is here on the 3rd fret of the G string. Then the F major chord again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Then I'm going to take my first finger and drop it to the 1st fret of the B string and strike the low E string, and then the chord again. So I have. Then finally we have the next part. It's going to sound like this. I believe in yesterday. Okay, so that was just back to the D minor 7, G7. All right, if you don't know that chord, it's my 3rd finger is here on the 3rd fret of the E string, middle finger, 2nd fret A string, 1st finger, 1st fret high E string. Now this time my fingers are striking the high strings, E, B, and maybe G string. Then the B flat major again, and back to the F chord. All right, all those verses are going to be the same exact thing over and over again. I'll demonstrate the whole verse section for you now. Yesterday, E minor 7, all my A7 troubles seem so D minor 7, far away. D minor 7 with a C, B flat major. Now it looks C7 as though the F major chord here to stay. F with an E in the bass. I, D minor 7, G7, believe. B flat major in yesterday. And back to the F chord. Okay, so let's try out the verse section now. We're gonna play it real slow, and I'll be sure to call out the chords as we go. Starting with our F major chord, F. E minor 7, A7, D minor 7, with a C in the bass, B flat major, C7, F major, with an E in the bass, D minor 7, G7, B flat major, F. All right, now let's do that again now with the vocal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. I believe in yesterday. Okay, now that you have the verse done, we're ready to move on to the chorus. It's going to sound like this. Okay, so that was my E minor 7, A7 again, a D minor 7. Then I'm going to grab that C note, the B flat. Okay, so far we have why she had to go. Next, we're going to take the open A string, open up that A string, play that real dissonant chord, I don't know, before moving on to this chord right here, a G minor 7 chord. Okay, so what I'm doing there is I have my middle finger here on the 3rd fret of the E string, and my 3rd finger is barring over top of the G and B string. Is all I need, though I may end up just grabbing a piece of that D string in there too. Okay, so that part again. Why she D minor 7 had D minor 7 with a C in the bass, to B flat major, go, I don't. That was that B flat with an A in the bass. I don't know. And right when you say no, you gotta grab that G note here on the 3rd fret of the E string. Now the cool thing is when I go from that B flat, open it up, and then move to that G minor, I don't have to really move anything in terms of the third finger. So that little triad right there is going to stay the same. Okay, again, what we have so far. Why she had to go, I don't. There's that G minor. No. Then a C dominant 7. She wouldn't. And then back to F major. Say. We're going to repeat that whole part after going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I said A7, D minor 7, something wrong. Now and right on long the G minor. Long for yes, C7 today, yesterday, right into the next verse. All right, everyone, thanks so much for checking out this lesson on yesterday. I got plenty more lessons coming up, so keep checking back. Please subscribe, and feel free to leave your requests down below in the comments section. I'm Rob at Swift Guitar Lessons in Philadelphia, saying happy picking.